we came out with our music and we dropped our very first single off like the very debut album, which is really exciting because, you know, it's like, yeah, all weekend long. It's a good track. I think it's a really fun like party track, even though it's slow and vibey. It's like you can totally turn up to it or just chill to it. And we got like so much new music. That's like, I could talk forever about it, but all I can say is we're definitely gonna have another single, at least one more single before the album comes out. And we're shooting for, you know, late 2016, early 2017 for the full album to be out.
We got a sneak peek from All Weekend Long, but is the rest of the album that same kind of like chill party vibe, or do you have different styles?
I think like there's a few tracks that I guess you could put in the same realm as All Weekend Long, but the project as a whole is very, very crossing the spectrum, so to speak. I think it goes from like one end of music to the other end, and like in terms of, okay, so there'll be an R&B track that's like really slow and sexy, and it's more for a girl, and then of course you'll have the All Weekend Long type track, which is more a party track, and then in that mix, you know, we definitely have like the tracks that were like, okay, this one feels right for radio, this one's more poppy, and then we have the ones where like, okay, this one's hip hop, this one's more a track that we made like having me in mind with my rapping, and versus like there's some ballads that are mostly featuring G, and so it really just like cohesively our voices keep the project like a whole, but it really does range all over the spectrum of genres. You know, I wouldn't put it under a certain umbrella. I mean, it will be in the pop genre, but I wouldn't say it's like a pop album, you know, like it's all over the place. So
I like that. It's a variety.
No, you killed that. I was like, is he gonna get it? And you killed that whole explanation.
Good job. When you guys are writing, what's the process usually like?
Every song kind of varies, you know. Some songs it'll be like, oh, Jay came up with this like concept in his rap, yeah, and wrote super into detail, and he already has his first verse done, and we don't even have a hook yet. But sometimes it's the other way around, where like, you know, we're sitting in a room and we think of a hook, like a general idea, and then Jay goes in and like dives in on his raps and goes crazy on his verses. But it's all over, you know, sometimes it's like a voice note, you know, that I bring in and we love the melody, but we have no lyrics to it yet, and then Jay has like a rap, and then we can take that concept from the rap and put it onto the hook with that melody.
This album has been the first time that Jack and I have ever worked with co-writers, and so like sometimes maybe they'll bring like an experience that they had just felt like from their day or something, and Jack and I are like, wow, we can really relate to that too, or something that like Jack and I can really resonate with, and then we'll kind of just dive into the lyrics based off that one event that happened in their life or our life. You know, it could come from anybody, but I think it's really cool actually working with writers because it definitely helps bring like an outside perspective, because Jack and I, like, you know, we've been best friends since we were in kindergarten. We're like pretty much the same human being inside the brain, and so it's nice to get like a whole different perspective and just like, you know, a different opinion on some things sometimes too. The lyrics are definitely the deepest that Jack and I have ever wrote, and like I think they really are the most personal too, you know, in terms of just like who we are as people, and really capturing that in music form. I think, yeah, the album kills it. Hey, New Jersey, we will be back, I promise. Tri-state area, we will be doing a show.
I know a lot of you went out of your way to buy tickets and maybe even bought plane tickets because you're coming from another state to that New Jersey show. But yeah, we're sorry it got canceled. That's just the hurricane or the weather.
Safety first.
Safety first. Arizona is something that I'm really excited for, and I know Johnson is too. We did this last year, the Arizona State Fair, and it was like in this big arena, and it's just like one of the biggest shows we do all year, so I'm really excited for it.
Like we definitely get to perform a longer set. At that, we get to do a full 75 to 90 minutes. Like that's our kind of time frame, and so it just allows Jack and I to, I guess, vibe with our fans more, these long shows too.
How do you keep the energy up for that long in a live performance?
The fans, you know, it's just like they're all singing our lyrics, and to know that like thousands of people are singing the lyrics that just me and him, just our two minds wrote in a like random room one day, especially because we still perform our old stuff, so it takes me back to like 3 years ago when I see these girls sing some of the songs that they're singing. Like they're going out.
Yeah. I know every single word, and it's crazy.
Do you guys usually plan it out, or just kind of like go with the flow, or like you're gonna talk this time, you're gonna talk this time?
We have like little talking points in between songs, and like when we're gonna talk, when we're gonna do a transition. But I think for the most part, our banter is like all just freestyle, like us kind of improvising with the crowd.
You know each other so well. I'm sure you guys can read each other.
Like no awkward silences on stage, unless except for that one time when, wait, I had to go throw up. I think I was.
Yes. I didn't know what to do.
I was really sick. It was our U.S. tour. I think it was in Iowa, Des Moines. Yeah, and I just had to go throw up mid-set. Basically, G was just on stage for like 2 minutes while I was puking, and I know you like somehow played it off.
Like I had to really put on a show. I was like trying to do something, but at the same time, I didn't want any like awkward moments. So I was just like, yo, he's throwing up right now. Like, let's pray for Johnson. Yeah.
But yeah. Usually, like, we always just like, can banter off each other just naturally, just because we have such a good like sync with one another. Our new single, All Weekend Long, is out everywhere right now: iTunes, Spotify, whatever, Amazon, you know, anywhere. And the new album's coming out soon, so stay tuned. Lots of new music coming your way, and we really appreciate you guys' support.
Yes.
So
thank you. We love you.